rumor floating around that CZ is helping 𝐂𝐂𝐅𝐑 violate the rights of its citizens. The story goes that CZ owns Colt Canada, and Colt Canada is accused of helping the government to destroy guns turned in under their totally voluntary but also at the same time mandatory confiscation scheme. But is the story true? There is some circumstantial evidence that indicates it could be true, but no conclusive proof as yet, and CZ has denied it. So let's start with evidence. There were some social posts from gun store owners claiming to have shipped their banned guns to Colt Canada. But more damning is a statement from Wes Winkle, president of the Canadian Sporting Arms and Ammunition Association, in which he plainly says that Colt Canada has been receiving these banned guns. On the other hand, Shooting News Weekly, which is sponsored by CZ by the way, published a statement from the company saying Colt Canada is not and will not be involved in the Canadian government firearms buyback program. So at first glance, that might seem very clear, but it hinges on what they really mean by involved and what they mean by the buyback program. The 𝐂𝐂𝐅𝐑 government has said they wish to send some of these seized guns to Ukraine. If that's the case, they might need a firearms company to assess the weapons for usefulness, and they might need a company that has the legal authority to possess and transfer guns. And I think a lawyer would probably be able to keep a straight face and say that assisting with that portion is not being involved in the Canadian government firearms buyback program. I don't know, I'm not a lawyer because my heart belongs to Jesus, but I'd feel a lot better if they had said something along the lines of Colt Canada is not and will not be associated with the Canadian government buyback program in any way. Besides, a lot of folks are pointing to the part of the statement where they say that Colt Canada remains focused on serving military and law enforcement customers. That sounds an awful lot like they're okay with the laws those law enforcement customers are, enforcing. Then again, it's probably pretty hard for a global company to issue a statement that doesn't upset control freaks while still making American consumers happy. Remember, while the American gun market as a whole is enormous, for many of these European brands, the percent of sales to American consumers is pretty small compared to their government contracts. Flappy heads notwithstanding, 𝐂𝐂𝐅𝐑s are people too, and gun rights are human rights. Can I get an amen?